What's going on, gaming family? It's your brother LBG, and welcome to the very first BAAG Syndicate podcast, y'all. Give it up, y'all. Show some love. Give it up. Retro, you're not giving it up, man. What you doing?
Well, I'm not giving it up, but I did clap it up.
Pause, yo. What the? Oh my God, here we go. First of all, thank y'all so much for showing up for this podcast, man. This is something that we've been working on for the longest. I am LBG Gaming, EXP. You can call me LBG. These are my co-hosts, panel members, Retro Gaming. Introduce yourself, please, sir.
How y'all doing? It's Crew Retro Gaming. I just like the game. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Barely Instagram.
Right. Short and simple, just like you in class. And my next co-host, the Husky Hokage, sir. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself, sir?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Husky Hokage. You can follow me on TikTok, YouTube, apparently Facebook. I didn't realize I had a Facebook. Well, I created one, I forgot about it. But Facebook, Twitter, all the other good places, man. You know what I'm saying? You might even find me at your mama's house if you like it. But other than that, man, let's go.
That escalated too quickly, man. Retro, what you been playing, brother?
To be honest with you, I've been digging in my back catalog, man. Like, even now on my screen, I got Bloodborne on here. Like, I'm kind of ramping up, trying to get ready for this Elden Ring DLC, which we don't know when it's dropping, but still, like, I've been itching some of that gameplay, that Soulsborne gameplay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Call of Duty, a little bit of Dragon Ball Fighters, and Tekken 8.
Cool. Brother Husky Hokage, what about you? What you been playing, man?
Actually, I'm going through my back catalog right now. Finishing up Tomb Raider, the 2013 Tomb Raider. I'm playing through that. Finishing up. I only got probably like an hour left of that. Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3. I still got to finish Hogwarts Legacy. So I'm just kind of finishing up games that I didn't finish last year, kind of just in preparation for some of the stuff that's coming out this year. I haven't really gotten anything, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just playing some old stuff.
Wait. You didn't finish Hogwarts?
No, I didn't finich Hogwarts, man.
That's crazy.
That was a lot of judgment in that, bro. Dang.
It was.
Wait, you didn't think it was Hogwarts?
It's a fire game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fire game. I was hooked.
And see, I was playing it, and something else came out after I started playing it. And matter of fact, I think because it came out, and I think WWE came out like maybe after it last year. And I'm a wrestling fan, and I love wrestling games. So when that dropped, that kind of just took my attention away from it. So I kept dipping back in and out or whatever, and then other stuff came out. That's why I didn't get a chance to finish it. But
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a good ways into it. I just got to go back in. Probably got like a couple hours left.
I ain't gonna hold you up. I haven't even started it yet, so that is in my backlog for sure. I've been playing Death Stranding. Just started playing the Outer Worlds. I love it, man. I know it's an acquired thing, man. You gotta I was talking so much trash about it. I'll be the first to say it, man. It's a walking simulator, all that nonsense. But after I started like playing it and just actually investing in it, learning the characters and the story, it's like this game is fire. Kojima heat. And like I said, to expose myself, I know Retro about to judge me, but let me correct myself. I played a little bit of Metal Gear 4, a little bit. I remember playing the one they had where you had to save what's her name, Paz, and take the bomb out of her. I played that one. I think that was before Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
And then I played a little bit of Phantom Pain till I got to Quiet when she was sniping me. And I used to call her Silent. I don't know why, but her name's Quiet. My bad. She was just sniping me, and I'm like, man, I hate this. I hate these games. I'm done. It was a skill issue. I ain't ashamed to say it's a skill issue.
That's wild.
It is what it is. But like after playing this, I'm like, I got to go back and play them, bro, just because the art direction, everything Kojima's doing, like, oh my God, it's fire, bro.
Absolutely.
Asura's Wrath. Me and Retro, we actually played Silent Hill: The Short Message. We also played Final Fantasy VII, which we will talk about. But man, yeah, what else am I playing? Trials of Cold Steel 2, The Legend of Heroes. I'm playing that. I'm trying to get back into Baldur's Gate 3, but it don't look like it's happening. It's just too much going on.
You got too many games to play.
I do, man, and that's a blessing and a curse.
It's a lot with Baldur's Gate. I have Baldur's Gate 3, man, but I know I'm like, I want to dive in because, like I said, I played a little bit of it, and with the fact that it's like kind of like it does remind me of D&D, so I definitely want to go back and actually go through the whole game. I just been like, I got some other stuff I want to play first, or play some other stuff that I finish up since I've already started a lot of those. So I was like, that's why I'll come back to it and finish up what I've been playing.
Man, I saw one guy on Twitter talking about, so he put about 300 some odd hours in the game, and I'm like, is that
in Baldur's Gate?
Bro?
Yes.
I'm sure you can, but
and I think that's the base. That's not doing a lot of stuff. I'm like, whoa, time out, why?
That you can mainline or somewhat beat the game or the main quest or main story in like 100 or some hours. My cousin did it. He like mainline. He did it like 120 some hours or what have you. But it's with Baldur's Gate, with it being so much like D&D, like it has a lot of replayability. The fact that you can change classes and be different people, different, it's a lot of stuff you can do in that game. A lot of stuff. So people putting 300 hours in, look, I can already say it. I can see that. I can definitely see that. So
yeah, I was just finna say $300 ain't even that bad, because as I mentioned, I was playing Bloodborne. I haven't picked it back up in years, and now that I'm actually looking, I'm 432 that game. So,
good Lord, whoa!
I mean, it's a Souls game though, so a lot of that is dying.
I think as soon as I got past, what was it? The second guy, he was a hunter, then he turned into a werewolf or something like that.
That's the first boss.
No, I thought the first boss was like a little tree thingy-mabobber on the bridge. That's not the first boss?
No, the first actual boss is Father Gascoigne, or however you say his name.
I hate him. As soon as I beat him, I was like, I have no will to play this game anymore. I am done. I'm done, bro. Like, I'm not built for Soulsborne game. I might go back and try it again, man, but
I mean, it's a good time. But I will say this though, with most of those Soulsborne games, like a lot of them promote, kind of like a strategic offense with defense. And Bloodborne is mainly aggressive. Like if you're not attacking, you better be good at dodge defense for real.
Yeah, it's gonna disrespect the mess out of you, like it did me. And I'm like, man, F this game. I'm done. I quit.
No.
All right.
Yeah, man, part of the reason I ain't pick up Elden Ring.
I picked it up and I put it right down. What's his name? Tree Sentinel. I'm like, oh, what's that? I don't know why I walked towards him, turned around, looked at me.
And the first mini boss, that's crazy.
He wasn't even an official boss either. Like, that's the sad part.
He just strong.
For no reason. I'm like, why would you put him out there that early, y'all? Why would y'all do that?
It's a skill check. They used to people playing their games, and if you don't know what you're doing, it don't matter how long it take you to whittle down that health, but that's why you're there. Like, let's see how good you really are.
I'm not, and I quit. Nah, but let's get on to the first topic, y'all. The first topic we talking about is that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. Retro, you don't mind, I'm going to play a little bit of your video while we talk about this, if that's okay with you, sir.
Okay.
Matter of fact, so if you want to, man, go ahead and take it off. What's your thoughts on it?
To be honest with you, it's super pretty. Like, I know we in the era of video games actually looking pretty good. The thing with this one is though, like the colors are vibrant, like the landscaping, super detailed. I think the gameplay is very fluid too, and even though we kind of got accustomed to the combat system with these last 4 or 5 Final Fantasy games, it's still a learning curve. You know what I'm saying? Like, from basic combat to intertwining your magic attacks and everything. But it's cool. I like the way it plays. I don't know if they changed the story mode up a bit or if they're gonna just like strictly keep to it. But from what I'm seeing, it's
what you mean?
Gonna be some, like, I don't know if the story is gonna be likely 1-to-1. Because remakes and reboots are different. So I kind of think the story might go in a different way. Maybe they just added on it or elaborated on certain things.
That's what I was thinking too, because like we had in the what is it? Like you said in remake. I mean, of course, everything else went out the way it was planned. You know what I mean in the original, but they added so much more. Like they gave Midgar a soul when you was going through Sector 7 and just learning everybody, learning about the militia. I'm like, man, this is just fire. So it hurt a lot more when the plate dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You knew everybody. It hurt a lot more when you saw Biggs, Wesley, and Jesse and Wedge go through the stuff that they went through, and it's like, yo. And then when you finally climbed Shinra Tower, you found Red 18 or Red 13. I'm tripping. Got Aerith back, and you saw Hojo. Like, I want to sock dude in the face. I can't stand Hojo, bro. Like, bro, I'm gonna dot your eye. I promise you. First chance I get. Yeah, man, I played a little bit of this too, man, and I agree with you 120%. It is absolutely just vibrant. It is beautiful. I've heard people complain, saying like, "Oh, it looks like looks like an older generation in a PS4 version." I'm like, I don't see it because I played it on the 60 FPS mode. What is it? Not fidelity, but performance. Yeah, I played it on performance mode, and I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, what y'all talking about? And then
game looks amazing.
Amazing. And then to be able to play as Sephiroth, oh my god, dude was a goon.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's another like plus to it. I ain't know what to expect. Sephiroth though is like, yo, I mean, they do get him a different style of combat too. Like his gameplay is very different from Cloud. You know what I'm saying?
Very different. And I mean, he's already OP. Like just hanging out with him, I'm like, I want to be Buddy's friend. I ain't gonna hold you up. Like, bro, you want to get some Chipotle later? Like, what you was good? You want to go to GameStop, go to the gym? I'm just saying, like, he was cool, bro. Like, I'm like, and it just sucked that it went the way it went. I mean, we knew that was gonna happen, but you kind of felt sorry for him. But then we just started bodying people in Nibelheim. It's like, we can't be cool no more, dog. This is the line. This is you. You crossed it. You are the habitual line stepper right now, sir.
He was wilding. I will say this too, though.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I don't think they added as much detail into the backstory between him and Tifa either. Like that whole little segment in the demo was like, yeah, we just walking through Tifa's house and all this, and I'm like,
they did. But be honest, did you look for her underwear?
Where did this come from?
Be honest. Did you look for her underwear?
Nah. In my gameplay, you can see that. For one, I didn't want to be involved with the piano. That's to begin with. I did not spend much time in that room.
Nah, I was playing. I should have recorded it, but I was playing. What is it? Dre and Snoop representing all the gangsters from across the world. Still playing the piano with that. I was like, man, I'm an idiot. I should have recorded this. I'm stupid.
Lolo's girl.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, they did show that in the original, so I'm glad that's still in there, man. But just, oh my god, going through Nibelheim, listening to the music, going to Shinra Manor, down in the basement, seeing homie transform, and the foreshadowing of, you know, how you saw his shadow on the wall and just like reaching out. It's like that's the darkness and the evil taking over. And then the way he just yeeted Cloud out the way, like I'm going to see her. I'm like, oh my god, it's going down, dog.
Man,
like it's just. I'm looking at your gameplay right now, man. I might have to run the demo again. Husky, you said you didn't play it, or did you play it? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna ask him that.
No, I haven't played the demo, man. Like I'm actually go check out the demo. Even from watching the state of play they did on it, and I was telling LBG, it looks fun, but I got just looking at that state of play they did, and it looked overwhelming to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm probably just I'm gonna skip this. I catch it later on, maybe when I have some more time. But I'm glad they're doing it. Like I said, I know a lot of people love this. Like this, Final Fantasy VII was a lot of people's first RPG that they fell in love with, and I'm glad they're remaking it and bringing it to current gen consoles for those people, and for everyone that get a chance to replay it or play it for the first time. It's just like I said, it looked overwhelming, man. And that's no shot at them. That's just me. I know I look at something, so I measure something by how stuff looks, depending on what all the stuff you have to do or have to do in certain games. That's how I kind of measure my time by, like, that's going to be overwhelming for me, because my time for gaming sometimes can be short. Sometimes I may get in 10 to 30 hours a week on gaming. Sometimes I may get in, it may be on the lighter side that week I may have played maybe a total of 10 hours a game, in gaming, and like I know me, I'm not gonna want to spend my whole time playing like just that one game.
Right.
So that's why I'd be like, but it looks good now. Graphic wise, the game looked amazing. So I'm probably gonna check out the demo. I just need to download it.
Yeah, you need to, man. And like I said before earlier, man, this is gonna be a day one. I will be there that Thursday to pick it up. I got the little, what is it, the deluxe edition. It come with a little hat. I will be rocking that hat. I ain't gonna hold you up, no shame. Steelbook. I'm like, man, I don't even do steelbooks like this, but because of what it is, I'm like, yeah, I gotta cop it. I gotta pick it up, bro. I gotta cop it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Hey.
No, it's for sure fire. I rock with it.
And I'm just, I'm excited to see where the story's gonna go, but I'm also low key afraid for one of the party members. If y'all played it, y'all know who I'm talking about. It's just like, because of how I ain't gonna hold you up. I was low key kind of emotional, like playing the first one. I'm like, dang, this is a lot going on. And then, like I said, the music just added so much to the mood, and it's just like, yo, we might lose, who this game, bro. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But yeah, that's just me being emotional. My bad, y'all. Final thoughts.
Ain't nobody scared than you got, so it's cool.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You're adopted.
Maybe true. Anyway, final thoughts. I think it's gonna be a good game. I feel like it will definitely be a day one purchase. And even if it's not for most people, I feel like this is one of those games that if you didn't play it, spin the block on it, figure it out, because the way they're doing this remake, granted, is broken down into parts. I think this is fire.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm already putting this as game of the year. I ain't gonna hold you up. I don't see too many other games coming out this year that's gonna really touch this.
It's too early for that talk.
I don't care. I don't care, bro.
It's too early for that talk, man.
I think this is game of the year. If not game of the year contender, most definitely.
Now you can say I'll take that. I'll take the game of the year contender.
Yeah, I'll take contender.
Yeah. And that's the only reason it's hard to so let me say this. Final Fantasy, like I said, this is gonna be a great game. And the thing is, I don't know if it's gonna, once again, if everybody's is gonna be all in on it, like that. So that's the only thing. But like now, if you're speaking just in yourself, like for you, this your game of the year, I can get that. I completely understand.
No, it is game of the year. I'm about to be a fanboy right now. It is game of the year.
Hey,
I'm sorry. That's unprofessional. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You have your opinion. You have your stuff that you love, man. Hey, if you feel that it's gonna be his game of the year, then hey, that's what you feel. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I am definitely interested though. Like, it definitely is game of the year contender. I am interested to see what else is going to come out and what else is going to hit this, because I'm predicting this is going to be in the 90s, to be honest with you. But I'm definitely interested in seeing what's coming out. All right, next topic. Let me see. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Anybody play it yet? Besides me.
I did. What was that? The alpha?
Yeah,
I did the beta.
But I'm pretty sure there was some polish and tweaks ever since then. I will admit that I'm not a fan, but I do think the game looks good. Like even in that alpha. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't want to pick it up for real. However, I can see if it went on sale or to game, whatever. Later on down the line, and I might just, grab it.
Okay. Husky, what was you saying, dog? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, kind of with Retro. I played the beta, put in a little time on the beta, man, and it was fun. But playing it through the beta, I realized it's a game that it wasn't a game for me, or something that I was willing to pay. And once again, I'm not saying I'm just talking about me. I just didn't feel like paying $70 for this game was something I wanted to do. And granted, it's fun, but it's also a game I knew that I wasn't gonna play. Like something I was gonna play, wanting to jump in right now. Now later, maybe when it go on sale or hits like PlayStation Plus or Game Pass or something like that, I'll check it out then. And granted, like I said, I've seen some of the story parts of it, and the story looks like it looks interesting. But I've also seen some of the gameplay and some of the other missions they've had to do, and I'm like, I will say it does look a lot better than it did when they did that big state of play on it last year, where it kind of turned a lot of people off because it was like just what it was, shoot the purple stuff, just shoot the purple stuff. That's basically what it looked like. You were just shooting the purple stuff, shooting purple balls or whatever it was. But like it's kind of gotten better or whatever the case may be. But I still say, for me, Suicide Squad wasn't the game I was picking up day one. It just ain't for me.
So I remember when me and Retro were part of a certain organization, and I was talking so much crap about the game, like, oh my God, it's a stain on Kevin Conroy's career and all this other dumb stuff. But like, maturing, it's like, how is it a stain on his career when he wanted to do this? He was even saying in an interview, like, he was excited to play an evil Batman. And I'm like, that's dope. That's fire. And yeah, I can understand how the looter shooter thing can be a little bit of a pain or a hassle, but I think it kind of makes up. We about to shoot the purple stuff, by the way, right now, Husky. But I think
that's fine. That's fine.
No, but I think it's good though, because all the other players, or not players, I'm sorry, all the other characters have their own weapons, have their own melee, have their own means of transportation. So that kind of makes it fire for me. I'm getting used to trying to. I played Deadshot for the longest, but I started playing as Harley. I started playing as Boomerang and King Shark, and I'm like, everybody's dope in their own way. Yeah, and just the camaraderie, how they talk to each other, it's like one big happy disgruntled family, and I'm thinking it's kind of dope. And on top of that, I'm playing just to make IGN mad because they were complaining like, oh, you can't hit the Flash. I'm like, he's the Flash. Like, what you expect, bro? Like,
facts.
Make it make sense, even though I beat him, but you know what I mean. Like, but I don't know. It's just something about this game that just really just drew me in, and I was like, man, I gotta play this. I gotta give it a shot. And so far, I'm enjoying it. That's
what's up. That's really what's up. And like I say, it had aspects of it that I really enjoyed. I like being able to do in the beta. I got a chance to play with players. I played Deadshot in the beta. I played as him, and I loved the flying around. I liked his mechanic more than I liked everybody else's. My second was probably King Shark. I like King Shark's traversal mechanic. Harley's was and Boomerang's was but Deadshot I agree. But I enjoyed Deadshot. It was a little bit easier to kind of traverse or with his or whatever. And I like his mechanic. It's Deadshot, so he's shooting. He's shooting. That's what he does or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But it was Deadshot, and then King Shark was probably my two favorites that if I had to pick or whatever. But I said, I enjoyed it. I played it. I just know for me, I wasn't gonna pick it up because I'm not about to. It's probably gonna sit there. Like I'd have bought it, played it for a little while, and then I'd be like, you know what, I may check it out. I'll come back later on. So like, I'll just wait on it.
No, I understand, and I can definitely understand why people would not want to drop $70 on this up front. I will say this: it is not without flaws. I will say this: it is some couple things I'm like, about. You feel me? But just learning how to understand it for its being its game and not necessarily an Arkham game. And I think that's what a lot of people's problems is. It's like, it's not an Arkham game. I'm like, it's not kind of meant to be, and it kind of makes sense for them to be shooting and using guns and stuff because it's kind of what they do. Period. Like, you know what I mean?
True.
And I think that kind of makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me in terms of like, how you have this ragtag bunch of losers that always get their fade ran by, Batman, Superman, Flash, everybody else, how they come together. And it's like, how are they going to beat these odds? And if you actually play the game, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Tower of Babel comics for Batman.
No.
So long story short, like he had a contingency for the Justice League if they ever went rogue.
And I remember that from the movie. It was an animated movie they did with that, where he did the same thing. Basically, somebody hacked his I can't think of the name, which movie it was, but somebody
exactly hacked what you're talking
about his computer or his back computer, and because they hacked his computer and they got the plans that he had in place or the contingency plans that he had for everybody to stop everybody. And it came out they defeated whoever did it, and at the end it came out that it came from Batman.
Justice League Doom.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And they were like, "Why did you have these?" And he was like, "Because he ended up leaving the Justice League after that because everybody was mad at him." And he was like, "Just in case you guys went rogue, that's the whole purpose of having this." You know, and he was, So.
And I think in the Tower of Babel comic, if I remember correctly, was it a comic or was it a visual novel? No, it was a comic. I think it was Ra's al Ghul. I think that found that found the stuff to and pass the information along to defeat the Justice League. And here, I don't remember who got into his stuff in the movie, but I know exactly what you're talking about because it was fire. He was like, Justice League is under attack, and it was like, by who? He was like, by me, and I was like, yo, what? That was fun. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, man.
Yeah, I ain't seen that one. That's one of my. So I know we talking about games and stuff like that, but I don't understand how DC could not make anything out of their universe when they had good quality animated movies you could have easily pulled from if you wanted to take like Under the Red Hood, Justice League, Doom. There's a couple of other ones out there. Like, bruh.
I like Flashpoint.
Flashpoint was fire.
Good. Even the Justice League Dark with John Constantine.
Those are the best, bro.
Those animated movies, those animated DC movies, man, bro. And all they had to do was pull from that, and y'all couldn't get this right.
Hell, even the Justice League animated, not Justice League, I'm sorry. Even the Suicide Squad animated movies, they had Assault on Arkham and then Hell to Pay. I'm like, man, y'all, how did y'all fumble that? And I mean, maybe it's just the actors. I don't know. Maybe because Ezra, he
we know he
out there.
We
and I ain't gonna hold you up. I was kind of disappointed in the Flash movie. I'm like, man, I think they did Michael Keaton wrong.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, I still ain't watched it yet because I just felt like it's no point.
The only I watched it. Well, I didn't pay for it. Just put it like that. It was I wasn't giving. Like the fact of what he did, I just couldn't see myself giving them my money. And granted, like with me being a comic person, I love comics, superheroes, stuff like that. I wanted to see it. Just like what's out right now, Madam Web. I'm probably gonna watch that movie. I'm probably not going to the theaters to see it. I heard the reviews I've been hearing on that movie. I'm just like, I'll just wait till it drops on.
No, I understand absolutely.
I think that's the best course of action because I mean, granted, people are gonna be people. You might hear good reviews, you might hear bad reviews. I done been on both sides of the spectrum. I'm sure y'all had too. Like people hyping up a movie and you go see it and it's like, bro, I'll just waste my time. Yeah. And then on the other hand, people like, yo, this movie is complete, but like it's doodle water, and you finally see it and be like, actually, it's pretty good.
Facts.
Yep. That's absolutely correct.
No, I agree with you 100%. But yeah, the DC animated universe is definitely killing it. But the DCU, man, who's in charge of it now? James Gunn.
Yeah.
I hope he do something with it, man, because I'm saying the last couple DC movies, I'm sorry, have been trash.
The only one that has some. I haven't seen Aquaman 2 yet, but Blue Beetle was actually fun. It was I went when I watched Blue Beetle, I didn't go in expecting it to be like top notch. So I went in watching it. I'm thinking I went in with like just moderate expectations. Yeah, and it kind of delivered. I'm like, okay, this ain't a bad movie. This is actually a good movie. It's got a good story. Blue Beetle, seeing Blue Beetle on screen was really good. The special effects look good. The other stuff looked good. Like Blue Beetle was actually fun for me. So that's one I was like, okay, this is all right.
No, I agree with you. I've heard some good things about that too.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it,
I actually haven't heard anything about Blue Beetle. So you was the first person I heard speak on it, like actually in person. But I will say how you just said about Blue Beetle, and I'm gonna take your word on Blue Beetle for the simple fact that it's a different kind of movie. I know that for sure. Mm-hmm. But I got that same type of reaction when it came to Black Adam, and I hated that movie. Not gonna lie.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think it's that I hated the movie. I just hated Dwayne Johnson.
That might be a possibility. He's not a bad actor, but he's not a good actor. Like, I think they got to find more fitting roles for The Rock. Like, when you look at him, it's just like, yo, it's just The Rock in a superhero costume.
Yeah, right. And it's just like, like I said, he's not a bad actor because I thought Walking Tall was good. I thought Gridiron Gang was good. I thought
Phenomenal.
What's the other one? The Rundown. I thought that was good. So it's like,
Yeah,
what
that
happened?
was
Like
good.
what happened? Like
He's had some good movies, man. He's got into this thing now. He's more like he's like a 80s action hero. You know what I'm saying? Like you get those movies where he plays the same, just like how Arnold was back in the day, where he was Arnold in every movie. Like no matter what you
Yeah,
put him in, he was Arnold
yeah.
in every movie. You know what I'm saying? Like in The Predator, in hell, even the movie he was in when he was with Danny DeVito, when he was in Twins, he still was Arnold in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah. But I
you know what
think
I'm
it was
saying?
more acceptable because he didn't flex about I'm the most highest paid actor in Hollywood. And it's like, you're the highest paid actor in Hollywood because you own your own production studio, bro, and you catch yourself as a protagonist. No shade. But
Yeah.
it's just like I enjoyed his movies. That's why I'm like, everything else is just like, what happened?
You know what? How I'm seeing it is kind of like The Rock has become basically, in my opinion, the new Tim Allen. He's gonna play a character that we are just familiar with. When Tim Allen was like popping, it got to a point where it's like growing up, like, okay, that's Santa Claus. Like, if he ain't the tool man, he's Santa Claus.
I dig it.
I can see that.
I dig it. I know we a little bit off topic. Go ahead, Husky. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I would say, but and as much as I used to love Tim Allen and Santa Claus movies, now it's like fuck Tim Allen. But
yeah, he wilding. Yeah, I know he tripping. He wilding, bro.
No, see, I gotta get hip because I'm only talking about back in the day nostalgia. I don't know nothing about nothing else.
I feel you.
He tripped. All right, final thoughts. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Final thoughts, guys.
Final thoughts. It looks good. And like I said, the story looks good. I've seen some of the story, some of the gameplay. I probably will check this out just when it hits a service or goes on sale or something. But I'll definitely be checking it out.
Okay.
To be honest, I really don't got no final thoughts because I played the alpha, but like I haven't actually spent time with the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like Husky, where I'll probably check it out if it becomes free or it becomes super cheap. Right. And what I will say though is, I just pray that it does in the Marvel's Avengers game.
Bro, okay. I will say this. The story in Marvel's Avengers was actually good. I will take that to the grave. I think that was the story-wise, it was really, really good. All the little extra crap and then the loading screens and all that stuff that they was doing, it was like, Captain America was blinking like this. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, what's wrong with your face? I thought everybody having their own style and combat, you know what I mean? I thought it was dope. Like, putting hands, people with Steve Rogers, handling people like Black Widow, throwing stuff around like Hulk, etc., etc. I'm like, that was dope to me. The story is dope. Kamala Khan coming into her own. I'm like, the game was fire, but, just the live service aspect, and that's probably my only fear for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, is that the live service may just kill the game.
Yeah.
All right. Next topic. Game me and Retro both played, and he makes fun of me because I got scared. Silent Hill short message.
You know what? Give me a quick second, because since I know we're recording, I know you can edit this out. I'm finna go piss, but I'm finna hop on your ass about this game.
Nah, go ahead, dog.
Because goddamn, I'm not missing this one.
Go ahead, bro. I didn't realize how many animated movies they had, DC wise.
Man, it is so many.
I need a Constantine movie. Like, no Keanu Reeves. I need a Constantine movie, a good one.
So that's a really good question, because like, do you want Keanu to come back as Constantine, or do you want the guy they had playing Constantine in the show to come back?
I haven't seen Constantine the show. I'll admit that.
The show was actually pretty good. I don't understand why they canceled it, but the show was actually pretty good. And the guy they had, and the thing is, the guy they had playing Constantine in the show is the guy they modeled and voiced Constantine in the animated movies.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah. He has the blonde hair instead of the black hair, and he has that British accent.
And the trench coat.
Yep.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Those movies were absolute fire. I'm like, I didn't think it'd take it that far, man. But with that being said, man, we got so many avenues the DCU can go through, man. I'm like, man, I want to see Etrigan. I want to see Clarion, whatever his name is. I'm trying Jason Blood. I'm like, man, there's so many people we can see. Stop bringing back the same old people. Give us new people to listen to. Give us new people to watch. You feel me?
And see, that's the thing. They, like you got, and that's what I had a good discussion with my home in my other group I'm in, who's having a discussion about that. Like, why do they keep bringing? And it's like they keep giving us the same movies with the big three. Now we getting Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Superman. It's been them two for the longest. You throwing Wonder Woman in, you got the big three, the DC big three in there, and it's like, why they keep giving us that? We know Batman because they know Batman ain't gonna make money. A Batman movie is gonna make money. Facts. Superman movie pretty much is gonna make money. Facts. So, but hopefully when they do that, as long as you give us, and the thing is nowadays, you got a lot of people that read comics or got back into comics. So when you come with a story, whether it be Superman or Batman, if the story is not good, you're not gonna get those people anymore. So if you want to make a Batman movie, it has to be good. Like the Batman they did with Robert Pattinson.
Ooh.
Hey, I love that. That was really good.
That was really good. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was.
Yes. I did not watch that one.
You should.
I think it's on Max. If you have Max, go watch it, bro.
It might be. Okay. It's on it might be on Netflix too, because they put out a lot of the DC movies on Netflix. But go watch it. Please go watch it. That was so good. The guy that played the Riddler did a really good job. And let me say this: he is in the movie. But the guy that they have scheduled to play the Joker, listen, if they let that man cook, if they let him play the Joker and be the Joker for this Batman, I'm telling you right now, and I love Heath Ledger's Joker. I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. And you throw in Mark. Now, granted, Mark Hamill was more in the comics, but as far as on live Joker, like live version of Jokers, Nicholson and Heath Ledger's up there. I know people like Jared Leto's Joker.
I like Jared Leto's Joker.
I didn't care for Jared Leto's Joker, but I did like the design. I will say that. It was different, it drew my eye.
It was for me, and I watched almost all of the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, but I don't look at him as like a true to life Joker, because of what, like the new one they're coming out, the Joker 2 they're coming out with him, it's gonna be a musical. Like, why are we doing that?
Yeah, that's a force.
What possessed y'all to make this movie a fucking musical?
Because of his performance in the last one. It wasn't a movie. It was basically theater, and I'm not even a Joker. I love that movie. I was like, yo, this is completely different. The way he went on the talk show and was acting, I said, oh my God.
Right.
I said, oh my God.
Yeah. And I will say this. So the guy that's scheduled to play the Joker in the Batman movies, with the new Batman movies, if they let it, like, I think he's gonna kill it. If they give him the opportunity and the writing is there, his acting, I'm not worried about his acting. As long as if the writing can be done correctly, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be.
You know what my issue though with these Batman movies, and I hope they change it with the next Batman movie. I am tired of seeing the same villains. I'm tired of seeing Joker. We've seen Joker how many times? Wait, what? Twice. We've seen Two-Face twice. We've seen Riddler twice. We've seen Catwoman twice. We've seen Bane twice. Poison Ivy, we saw her once. It's like, I want to see. We saw Mr. Freeze once. Put Mr. Freeze back on there.
I was just gonna say, low key, Batman Forever is one of the most slept on Batman movies. I love that movie growing up.
It was good, but let me see Clayface. Let me see Killer Croc. Let me see
the Bat.
the ventriloquist in Scarface. Let me see Man Bat. Yep. Let me see who else we got? Just so many other villains.
I mean, they have yet to put Ra's al Ghul on screen at all.
Well, no. Batman Begins.
Liam Neeson played him. Liam Neeson was Ra's al Ghul.
They pronounced it Raz Al Ghul, but it was really Raish. It was stupid. And then they put Talia on there, but I thought that was kind of trash.
That was the third one, but yeah. And I will say I like that. I like his take on his Batman movie. You know, his villains. They weren't like comic book accurate. However, they had good takes on, like that. Ra's al Ghul was really good. His Bane, like I love the whole monologue when he was fighting Batman and broke his back. I was born in the dark.
Yeah, he said,
I was born in the darkness. Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Man, that whole monologue right there.
He was cooking.
Fire. You know what I'm saying? So, but I agree with you. I like the only ones I wouldn't mind, like, long as it's a good performance, I'll take the Joker. Like the Riddler, the guy that played the Riddler killed it. But I do want to see, I do want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Clayface. I would definitely want to see Clayface, Man Bat. You have some other ones, and you can throw more than just one villain in there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You can have the Joker and put in maybe Joker hired Clayface, or Joker working with, you know, something like that, or put somebody else in there, man. But definitely, I do want to see Mr. Freeze come back though. I think that.
What about Quarter Owls or Penguin?
Bro,
we had Penguin twice though. Penguin was in Batman Returns, and Penguin was he was in the Batman too.
Batman, yeah, he's in the Batman.
Yeah, but he be having like minute small roles. Like he not really like the comics Penguin.
So the thing about it, they modeled him like the one in the Batman. He's more so like he's not like a big boss or the big bad. Basically, he's there.
He's a middleman almost.
You know, he has his hand in everything. He runs his club and stuff like that. Like that's. But listen, I'm thinking they're gonna. You know, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a bigger role. Matter of fact, it's what we're coming out with a Penguin show based off character for the Batman. And when I tell you, Colin Farrell, the makeup job they did on that man for that movie,
bro,
don't look nothing like. You look at him without makeup.
I thought it was somebody else completely different. Like literally, like I'm like, I know that actor from somewhere. Yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's makeup. What? Colin Farrell, what? Like it was. Yeah, you gotta watch that, bro. You gotta watch it. Take some time and watch it. So I know we got off topic. I apologize, y'all. That's our passion for nerdism. So I apologize, but since you know Retro want to make fun of me, man, you know what I'm saying? Here you go. Here's your opportunity, brother. So I played I played the entire, what was it? I think for me when I edited it down, it was like an hour 30. But about hour 37, hour 40, whatever. But I played Silent Hill: The Short Message, and I enjoyed it. I loved the take on it. I think it did exactly what it needed to do in terms of speaking on mental health and traumas and things of that nature, and such a deeper story that they did with child neglect and things of that nature, and unaliving thoughts and self-harm and things of that nature. I thought they did a really, really good job, and then finding out who the real villain was, I'm like, yo, that was fire to me. I mean, I can get maybe why everybody was upset because there was really no combat and it was like a running type thing and hiding and all that other crap. But I mean, playing games like Outlast and stuff like that, or in Amnesia, I'm like, that was kind of right up my alley though. So I kind of like what they did. And I like how they spoke about a lot of true situations too, about people that are dealing with issues where, they feel useless or powerless when they don't have any likes or anything like that on social media. I'm like, I like how they were speaking on that, and they were just researching. Like, I feel like they did their homework with the game. And I mean, with it being free, 2 hours, I thought it was pretty doggone good. Man. It definitely had a lot of moments that just made you like, dang. Retro, what's your thoughts on it?
No, it's definitely a great game. I do appreciate the fact that they touched on a lot of very real social topics, like you said, with the aspect child abuse and and all kinds of stuff like that. And they put those disclaimers there for a reason. And I'm not even gonna lie, when I read that, I was like, what? Like, that's random. But the more you play, the more you understand. This ain't no regular horror gonna take you there mentally.
Mm-hmm.
You would be playing this and you might be that type of person to do some of these things. Of course, we don't want that, but like that's why it's there to let you know, like, you can get help. Now, moving on to gameplay. Actually, for it to be a simple game, it was fluid, it was responsive. I mean, even when you running away from the creature and you're turning corners, like, it's snappy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you should know.
I know.
You should know.
I know.
So a lot of times where you ran a full flat, didn't you?
Bro, flat. You feel me? Like, I should have, you know what I'm saying? I was not prepared, bro. And like I said, it shocked me, but I guess it shocked me in a good way. Because I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting the traditional Silent Hill, you know, combat, dealing with some underlying demons and whatnot. But, you know, we dealt with those demons as the character, but it's just like the way they went and, you know, hey, you got to run, figure this out, figure out your friend, what happened. And then you found out who the real villains, plural, were. It was like, yo, y'all, Konami did something with this.
No, they definitely did. And a lot of people, you know, like you spoke on, have issues with it being type of Silent Hill game. However, I feel like it's still the same. They just didn't include that combat because, like, ultimately, like, when you play horror games, like survival horror games, I should say, like Resident Evil or something,
yeah,
you just pretty much got combat and they rely on jump scares. Basically, this sets the tone. It sets an atmosphere. You're really trying to, you know, figure it out because the vibe is like, yo, what is happening here? You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And I think that's what a lot of games don't do much nowadays, especially horror games, because they rely on cheap ass jump scares. I mean, some jump scares are nice. Some jump scares are good. I'm with that. That's fine. But when you, like you said, you pace, you give me like, make me feel like I'm safe. Like, give me like a little bit of terror. Like, oh my God, something's about to happen. Give me that false sense of security. Next thing you know, as soon as I walk in there, boom, something jumps out, something happens. It's like, yo, y'all did it. And then y'all start.
I'm not even gonna lie. Reading the notes and stuff too was throwing me off. I'm like,
right.
I didn't want to read a lot of it after I got to a certain point because I was like, I don't know if I could deal with this. I don't want to keep reading these notes and it's like messing with me mentally. Like, nah, this is crazy.
I feel you. No, it is, and it's just like you said, they hit a lot of social issues going on, and I'm like, again, I commend you. I commend Konami for wanting to take it there, man. I don't care what anybody else got to say, think, or feel about it. You're more than welcome to have your opinion, but the fact that you're not aware of what they were trying to do, bringing social issues up to the forefront through video games and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, like y'all kind of boring gamers. You know what I mean? Y'all kind of out of touch. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you actually want to look back and pay attention, if you actually pay attention to a lot of these games, they talk about a lot of social issues too, but people just don't want to pay attention to it because of the combat, or look at the way this character looks, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, they actually talking about some stuff. If y'all need to just research and pay attention and just read the notes and stuff like that, it'll tell you everything that's going on and how much more deeper the game is. And I feel like a lot of people, they don't read lore and stuff like that. I'm like, you're not really giving the game and the devs much respect. You know what I mean? You're just trying to run through it and complain about it.
No, that's a fact. A lot of people just pick something up and go. And that's the issue. Like, of course, there are a lot of games where you could do that, but
facts.
I mean, hell, even 2 years ago now, the God of War game, Ragnarok, you know what I'm saying? Like, it touched on a lot. The story is not just a story. Like, if you pay attention to the story and actually listen to what they're saying, it is so much in that you could probably take away from in real life and be like, I gotta be a better person. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it's a lot of games out there like that, but people just play games to play them. And I feel like this might be one of those situations. Like, it's a demo, yeah, but the stuff that they touched on and talked about, it's like, man, I didn't even have no friends to reach out to, but I felt like I wanted in the middle of this. I'm like,
you about to call
anybody got some
somebody like,
issues?
"You good, bro? You
Yeah.
good, dog?" What's on your mind, G? What's going on with you?
Not straight up.
I agree with you. Husky, you said you didn't play it, or did you play it? Ooh, we can't hear you, brother.
You muted.
No, we can't hear you. Sorry, guys. We have technical difficulties right now. Just bear with us, please.
You don't know what happened. Maybe his mic changed over or something.
Did you try plugging it in?
All right,
There you go. There you go.
There it is.
All right, but now I can't hear y'all.
Oh my Lord. Unprofessional.
What's a podcast without a couple of issues?
Facts.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
So to just get back to what I was saying,
Excuse me.
I have not played it. Horror games have a kind of a little bit of a
fear.
Not gonna say not a love hate, but I haven't really delved into a lot of horror games. It looks fun. Well, I can say it looks fun. It looks interesting. I'm trying to see if I may check it out, but it's not high on my list because once again, it's horror games.
I mean, at least like Silent Hill 2 when it dropped.
Boy.
Or you need more of the he gone.
He probably
more
jump
of the
back in.
combat.
Man, I guess we can go there real quick with that. I don't mind the combat of it, man. Like, just because I'm expecting it to. Remember, when you play as James Sunderland in the second one, like there was still some combat. You feel me? Like you had to fight. You had the option to run away, but there are some moments you had to fight the nurses. You had to fight the pyramid heads. You had to fight the stalkers and the spitters and the acid dudes. Whatever. You had to do it, and that's fine with that. I'm cool with that. But I just think a lot of times people are just jumping ahead right now because I think it's going to set a very good motion, good tempo, everything in terms of the psychological issues, in terms of his wife. I think Silent Hill 2 gonna do his job.
I think so too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like just clamoring for that game. So when they showed the little trailer we had in the game at the State of Play or whatever, like people were excited for it. Like
absolutely.
They were saying this demo we got, the short message, but people were like, that's nice, but I want Silent Hill too. Give me Silent Hill. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure once that game drop, man, you gonna have a lot of people, going to check that out because they love the Silent Hill series. So yeah.
And we ain't have a Silent Hill game in oh my God, how long? Last one I think was.
We had a good Silent Hill game.
Yeah,
it ain't been a good Silent Hill game from what they've been saying. So.
I mean, but from that presentation we got a while back, they got a lot in the works for Silent Hill. Because I mean, Silent Hill 2, we got what is it called? Silent Hills F, like Silent Hills. I don't know what that's about, but okay.
Oh, they had another
then they're
one.
doing some other stuff too.
Ascension, I think it was Silent Hill Ascension. I think it's called.
Yeah, I think that's that like interactive movie game type thing or TV show.
Right. Nah, I feel you. But I haven't done that yet. But I need to check that out. Husky, why are you laughing?
The look on your face of relief,
bro,
is hilarious. Listen, my man had double clutch. He was like.
See, it was Husky this time. It was like 3 minutes ago. I was watching this gameplay and I was like, that light skin heart attack hit different, don't it? Because that was pure heart attack.
I was not prepared, bro. I had to take my inhaler, man, after this. I was like, I'm done, bro. Y'all doing too much. I can't keep it up. Y'all doing too much. Final thoughts on it, y'all.
I would say amazing demo. Even like we mentioned with like Final Fantasy, colors, graphics, everything look amazing. And granted, it's a different type of tone for the game. Like the colors hit where they're supposed to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just all gray and dark. It's not super vibrant for a horror game, which would be mad weird. Like who's scared of that? But it looked how it's supposed to. I think graphically amazing. It was even parts where I'm still confused. I don't know if it's CGI or real actors, where it was like doing the backstory of the girl. I'm like, yo, what am I looking at here?
Yeah, I think with the girl, it was real life. But yeah, like just the way they're doing stuff. I think they're using Unreal Engine 5, I think. I thought just the way it looks, like the way these engines are looking now, bro, it's really hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Man, look,
the way
some of these engines look, everything looks so, yeah. But my final thoughts, like I said, it looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna check it out, but it looks good. It looks like it might be interesting.
Right, most definitely. And since we on this topic, man, listen, if y'all know anybody that's struggling, man, just talk to them. And if you are struggling, reach out to somebody to get help, man. Because I've said this in the video, I'm gonna say this here, man. I'd rather cry with you than cry at your funeral. You feel me? So just please seek help. Seek help, man. Because I've had a friend that unfortunately took that path.
Yep.
Next topic, Husky. I ain't gonna hold you up. Since you the guy here, I'm gonna let you take over this topic right here, though. You feel me?
All right.
I misspelled it. Hold on, typo. Hold on, redo. Hold on.
I just want to say too, since we having this redo, because I ain't want to ruin the moment, because that was a serious moment. I will say this though, LVG,
Yes,
you
sir.
do like to type that or cry with anybody, because you know.
I do. I would. I don't care, man.
You know,
I don't care. Hey,
Man,
I ain't gonna cry with you, so shut up.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
you're
crazy.
gonna be in pain by yourself.
it,
I'm gonna be like Lorenzo,
Anyway.
I need you.
Black some I'm a bit. No, I'm just playing.
Anyway, so Xbox, the whole third party chaos, man, like over the past 2 weeks, up until like this past Wednesday, but over the past 2 weeks, man, it's been nothing but rumors, speculation, people losing their shit, all that stuff especially on Twitter, online, and just in general, man, about it got supposedly some stuff got leaked, two and a half, 3 weeks ago about Hi-Fi Rush was gonna go to other platforms, other consoles, Nintendo and PlayStation. And then like a week after that, speculation or somebody said they got sourced, and it came out from several sources, supposedly several reliable sources, that games like Starfield and possibly Indiana Jones was going to be going to PlayStation or being put on PlayStation. So you had a lot of people upset about it, a lot of Xbox people upset about that. And so into the fact of, I understand why they were upset. Now, their reaction to a lot of the stuff, and again, these were just rumors. Their reaction to a lot of the stuff was kind of unnecessary and uncalled for, in my opinion. I get it. Exactly. Grown men,
gray on the beard,
taking their eggs. Look, I saw somebody posted his receipt from GameStop where he played in his Xbox Series X, and
I know what you're talking about.
Yes, dude posted it. I'm sitting there looking like, is it that serious, my guy?
Right.
Like, and granted, even if I have all consoles. I play primarily on console, and I have all of them. I'm blessed to have all of them. However, my preferred console is Xbox, and I've been in the ecosystem. I've been in the Xbox since the original Xbox. I didn't really get back on PlayStation. I had like a PlayStation 1 back in the day, and didn't get anything. I didn't get another PlayStation to PlayStation 4 for real. So, but I've been on Xbox since the beginning. So I get some of their hurt. And I roll with Xbox through the Xbox One era when Xbox didn't have nothing but third-party games. There was no real first-party titles or nothing like that. And I rolled with them through that because I enjoyed the ecosystem. I enjoyed playing on their particular, on their particular console. And so I understand why some of those people were upset. But like I said, the way they acted about it was just downright, just bro, you butt hurt, you real butt hurt, and you done turned into a whole kid and just went in, just your first reaction, you turned in your whole system because of some rumors. And I say rumors because this past Wednesday, the 15th, past Thursday, whatever, they had a meeting with the heads of Xbox, the heads of the gaming side of Microsoft, Phil Spencer, the beautiful Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty. They all came out and they did an interview basically on their podcast. And Phil came out and confirmed that right now it's only 4 titles for the smaller titles. These are not like the AAA, supposedly AAA games, but Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, Grounded, and Hi-Fi Rush are going to be going to other consoles, Nintendo Switch and PlayStation. And granted, those games are games. Sea of Thieves definitely, it's a live service game. Grounded, live service game. Also, Grounded is really, really fun. If you haven't played it, I played it back in the beta. I dipped in a little bit when they did a full release on it. It's a fun game. If you haven't played it, please check that out. Sea of Thieves, I played it when it first dropped some years ago. It's all right. But Hi-Fi Rush is fun. Hi-Fi Rush is good. So I'm glad more people get to play that. Pentiment is good, has a good story. I'm glad more people get to play that and get to experience that game. But me personally, I don't mind some of the smaller games going to other titles. I mean, other places. They get a chance to other people get more chance to play, or it gets more people to play that game or whatever. And that'll help draw in some money for Xbox. So he also came out and said, after that interview, he came out with The Verge. He did an interview with Tom Warren at The Verge, and I was reading it, and he was mentioning that, I guess basically what he said was not verbatim, but in a gist of it, depending on how those 4 games do on other consoles, they may revisit looking at putting some of the bigger first party titles on other consoles. It wasn't a never. Right now it's not really a never. Everything's gonna stay. Starfield's not going anywhere. Indiana Jones not going anywhere right now. That's basically what it was. Basically what it is. Now, just to add a little stuff to the end of that. As far as my feelings, me personally, so I honestly, I love Xbox, but the biggest problem I've had with Xbox over the past basically generation and a half is the fact that haven't been consistently good exclusive games on your system. The games we had last year, Redfall, was basically a disappointment. Like, I don't know how y'all let that out the door. I don't know what y'all were doing. He came out and owned it. Phil Spencer came out and owned it and said, they messed up by not, catching it or whatever the case may be. But the fact of y'all let that game out the door and wanted to charge people $70 for that game was a travesty. And especially comes from Arcane. Arcane Studios is there's not a lot of times that you see them miss. Matter of fact, they barely miss on a game.
I don't think they missed it all personally, but go ahead.
Yeah. But Redfall was in development before Microsoft purchased them or whatever, with Bethesda and everything. So that was already in development, and they let them finish it. But Hi-Fi Rush was, once again, great game, came last year. Wasn't a AAA game. Then we had Starfield. Starfield had a lot of mixed reviews from folks. Me personally, I enjoyed the hell out of Starfield. Put in close to over 100 hours in Starfield. Waiting on the DLC to drop, and I'm probably gonna go back. But once again, they outside of Starfield, truly and really outside of Starfield, Xbox has not had any real exclusive that made people that are on other consoles be like, "Ooh, I want to play that." So until they start getting those exclusives, and that's why Game Pass is kind of stagnated, where it's stopped. It's like 30 million or whatever they said it was, but it's like it's stopped. They haven't got any new subscribers or whatever. It's kind of just stagnant because you don't have the games yet. And granted, y'all about these studios and you got ABK and all the other stuff, but your games, you still need to produce good quality consistent games. And until they do that, you're not gonna see any growth, man. So hopefully this year they got three games coming out this year that are considered first party: Hellblade 2, Avowed, and Indiana Jones. If those 3 games drop, and those 3 games are at least 80s and above as far as Metacritic scores, or get 7s and above as far as ratings, depending on what you're getting depending on the reviewer, you're good. Then you're starting to build. Then you can go from there. But you have to have those good quality, consistent games. You look at PlayStation, and the reason why PlayStation don't have to do this, and it's not so. Let me say this: exclusives don't sell well unless you're Nintendo. Exclusives don't sell well, and you can look at the numbers. Spider-Man 2, amazing game, $300 million game. It ain't broke even yet. I think Spider-Man 1, broke even a little bit, but like exclusives don't sell well just on console. That's why people are starting, PlayStation included. They mentioned they had the new head of Sony Entertainment Interactive said something about starting moving towards PlayStation as a multi-platform thing. That games getting released multi-platform, and now that doesn't mean that games are gonna be coming to Xbox. That means games are gonna be going to PC. So what you're gonna like Helldivers, and as you see, Helldivers right now has been it's been the most played game they had on Steam. Yep. It even outdid on Power World. So that's letting Sony know, oh, hey man, that's money we've been missing out on. You know what I'm saying? So so we may not start seeing stuff day and date on PC when it releases on PS5, but we're probably gonna see where PlayStation is it's gonna be a shorter time frame. So if it releases this date on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation, maybe 3 to 6 months down the line, instead of waiting 2 years, we go ahead and release it with them if they don't do it day and date, because they're seeing how much money they're missing out on by not putting their games on PC as well, on Steam or whatever the case may be. So they're gonna start. And I've been saying this for a while that PlayStation was gonna start doing it, because, like I said, exclusives themselves don't sell well just on your particular console. You miss out on a lot of money by doing it. And I get exclusives. You got to have those. You want to be, because you want unique experiences on your particular platform,
right?
And if you don't have that, it's like, well, why are you even here? Well, if I can get your experience on this particular platform where I like to play it, I'll just play it when it comes here. There's no sense in me buying your particular platform. And like somebody was like, because before they confirmed, or before the Phil Spencer them had their basically confirming or denying everything, before they had that particular point, everybody was like, speculation and stuff about what Xbox would do. And someone mentioned, well, Xbox is probably should go the route of Sega and just become a publisher and get out the console market. The only thing with that is you got to look at 2 things that if that happened, what could happen to the console market. Sony and PlayStation can charge us whatever the hell they want for the next console. You got to think of PlayStation selling $800, $900 because there's no competition there. Because Nintendo go do what they want to do, and Nintendo go moves to the beat of their own drum, no matter what. They go do what they want to do. But with Xbox, so it's really and truly is Xbox and PlayStation has been in competition. No Xbox, no console for Xbox. PlayStation will charge us what they want. And we gotta worry about maybe the quality of the games that we get from PlayStation might dip. Now, I don't see that happening, but I mean, it's a possibility with there being no competition out there. With no competition, it breeds a lot of stuff where you see stuff like that. You look at games like Madden, 2K, other games where there are no competition in that particular genre anymore, and they give us a lot of the same stuff over and over again, or whatever the case may be. But it's been a lot of stuff going on with this third party, man. But like I said, it's been kind of cleared up for the most part for right now. Just gonna have to wait and see how well those games sell when they hit other platforms.
Yeah.
See, it's funny that you mentioned that there are some games that nobody's like, yo, I really want to play this. Because I remember like when I had a PS3, I saw Gears of War and I was like, that game looks looks fire. I want to play that. That game looks dope. And I mean, like, I played Killzone and Resistance on those. And I mean, I guess that was like my official big introduction into narrative-driven shooters and things like that. But man, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. If Gears came over to PS5, I ain't gonna hold you up. That'd be fire. You know what I'm saying? The haptic feedback they got and the triggers, that'd be absolute fire. Using the Lancer with the chain, oh my boy, that'd be fire. Like, that's honestly the first game I played when I got my PC. Did PC Game Pass, played Gears, played all of Halo. I gotta say, I'm more of a Gears guy than Halo. Because I just think, you know, all four of those characters, you know, Cole, Bear, Dom, and Phoenix, I just think they were all good characters.
Bro, like, Cole Train is hilarious, bro.
They was tripping, man. I'm like, they wilding, bro. But no, I am somewhat disappointed, I agree, with Xbox and their lackluster games. It's like, do y'all even care? Yeah, but my question is is it because these games are going to Game Pass that a lot of them really just don't care? Like, because of it, I don't know. Like, if I make a game, go ahead.
I'm just gonna really agree with you. Even when they announced Game Pass, I was not a big fan of. I was not a big fan of games going day and date, man. And because it begs the question of, are people buying games now? Granted, I didn't buy Starfield right off. I did pay the $30. I paid, like, I think it was like $30 to get it early. Yeah. I paid the extra. I already had Game Pass. I paid the extra to get it early, and you know, I did that. But a lot of people were actually went out and bought Starfield, and some people did it. Some people played the extra money. Some people just played it on Game Pass or whatever the case may be, man. But it's that begs the. I never was big on, hey, let's do this, put out first party games day and date. Because I feel like you're missing out on some, you know, on money revenue or whatever. Yeah, right. You miss out on money like that. But yeah.
And no, I agree with you. And one thing I will say about Nintendo and PlayStation fans, especially PlayStation fans, they don't buy the regular edition. They buy the deluxe edition. Like, how many times have you heard the 19 inches of Venom joke? You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Like, they spend that 200 retro style. They spend that $250 on that, man. God of War Ragnarok, when it came with Mjolnir, they spent money on that.
Do I need to go get it? I bought. Look, I got it in the back, but I had to move it, man, because it was the cabinet is huge, bro.
What else? They got one coming out. They got one
Irish.
Go ahead, Retro. We see you, man. Go ahead and do your business, bro. Go ahead and give your outros, man.
I ain't want to interrupt y'all. That's all. Yeah, you know, I'm glad we here. We got the first episode out the way. You know, I can't stay for the whole one. I appreciate y'all, brothers, and anybody who's watching this. I'm Crew Retro Gaming. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X/Twitter. I hate saying that, but
Zwitter.
Yeah. All right, y'all fellas, have a good rest of the show, man.
All right, be safe, big dog.
All right,
Nah, but yeah, like, it's like, even with the Final Fantasy Deluxe Edition, they coming out with one that got the Sephiroth statue, and I'm like, I don't see Xbox doing that. Like, I think the last one they did was with Starfield, and I think that was it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Because that's been their flagship, or that's been their big AAA game, and they did. A lot of people bought the digital deluxe edition the deluxe edition so they could get, like, the case. They had the watch and stuff, the control, but you know, they had other stuff where they had the controller, the headset. A lot of this is so people went out and bought those. I even considered going to get the controller, and I was like, nah, I don't need it. I was like, I don't need the controller, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But they have stuff, but they just haven't had it. They haven't had the game for that. Now that's why let's go back kind of what I was saying about. They have to have those good, consistent, exclusive games. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Hellblade. I'm not sure if that's gonna be anything big or if they're gonna do, you know, save it for Indiana Jones. But hopefully they have some type of, you know, deluxe. Like I said, because me personally, I considered the Venom. I did consider getting Venom. However, didn't pull the trigger. But God of War Ragnarok, I didn't get the super deluxe one. I got the one right below it where you still got the Mjolnir and the cabinet and all those stuff. I paid for that, and when I tell you, that was one of the best things. I love it.
I understand that
You know what I'm saying?
completely. I don't think they'll be able to do with Hellblade. I mean, but what they gonna do with Indiana Jones? They gonna give you the hat and the whip or something? Like what they gonna do with Indiana Jones?
Listen, let me say something right now. For black man, I bet not see nobody passing out no whip. You understand me?
Right. I said that on my Twitter, bro. Right. I said that on my Twitter. Like, I'm not too excited about playing a white man with a whip, but that's just me. Like that's just how I feel right now. But I could be wrong.
Listen to me. Anybody else, if it wasn't Indy, I know Indy. Indy ain't racist. I put it like that. Just from so so I let Indy slide with that. Most time he whipping Nazis and white folks, so it's all cool.
I'm with it. But anybody else, you bet not.
Yeah.
I better not see nobody. Indiana Jones Day. I'm swinging on you.
So I could see them maybe doing like a especially for Indiana Jones, maybe doing a statue, or if they did something with Hellblade. But a dope indie statue would, I think, an indie statue, man, something him posing with, maybe had a hat on, something
whip in the pistol,
hand.
maybe.
Yeah. So, an indie statue would sell, would move.
Absolutely.
Like I said, you got people out there. Once again, it's a known property, so you got people out there that gonna go pick this up just because it's something they want to add to their collection. Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I agree.
So that's what. Yeah. So they have opportunities. They just got to do better about capitalizing on those opportunities, man. Like you got a property, something with a name to it, Indiana Jones. Put the stuff out there. People go buy it. People will buy it. But like once again, they got to have those consistently good games, man. And Xbox, if they can start churning out games and they be consistently good, man, that's what they can do. And I would have been fine with them walking back if they had came out and said, "Hey guys, we're going to start releasing games day and date on Game Pass."
I would 100% be cool with that.
Yeah, and I'd have been fine with that as well. I would have went and okay, I'll go buy it. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy it because, granted, or if they walked it back and said, "Hey, we're not going to be releasing our big AAA games day and date on Game Pass."
I'm with that.
So I'd have been fine with it. Once again, I would have been fine with it as well. Like say, so you get the smaller games, something like Starfield or whatever, not Starfield, Hi-Fi Rush. That's still what they do. Hi-Fi Rush too. That'll still come to Game Pass. But something like Fable, when that comes out next year, if it's next year, that'll be a AAA game that you have to buy if you want to pick that up or play that when it drops or whatever. So.
See, I don't mind. Like, if you had Game Pass, you can do an hour trial of this game. I'm with that. That'd be fire. Or if you have Game Pass and you buy this game through Game Pass, you could be a discount. That's fine. That's fire.
That's fine. Yeah.
But it's like you're not giving. And there are some people in the Xbox community. I did see this. Like, I went out and I still bought Starfield. You feel me? Even though it's on Game Pass. But you have a lot of people that unfortunately does not share that same sentiment. Like, I'm gonna wait for it to come to Game Pass. I'm gonna wait for it to come to Game Pass. It's like, that's why a lot of these studios are failing. That's why a lot of these studios are not doing them. That's why Xbox is kind of in third place. Nintendo been recycling the same characters for how many years, and they still competing. They still going hard. Like, well, they don't even need to compete. They ain't in their own lane, but they still going hard. So it's like Nintendo. They don't ever have. They very rarely never have sales. If you see a sale, you need to be on it. Like,
exactly, because they know they have the worth of their games, and it's like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling Zelda. We ain't putting no Zelda on sale, bro. You want this? You got to pay whatever it costs. You got to pay. You want to play Zelda? Pay for it.
You want to play Zelda, Mario? You may not like this Pokemon, but I know you still gonna buy it. That's why I'm like I just need Xbox to actually compete, and then I actually need Xbox to actually make these games that you say this console is so powerful that it could run. I think it's only so many games that can run as powerful as they market it. And I'm just like where's the 60 FPS? Where's the 120 FPS? Where's the 4K resolution? Where's the 1440p? Where is all that at? That's my issue, man. I mean, Gears look good on there.
Gears does look good, but yeah.
What's another game? I just had Starfield looks but it looked better on PC just because of 60 FPS and all that stuff, and they locked it in at 30 and that bull crap. But yeah, I just want to see. I want to see better. I hope Hellblade does good because I played the first one. I loved it. I know I'm going to be excited for the second one.
I will say Hellblade looks good. Now the great, like, it looks amazing. Like, it's probably one of the best looking games out that's going to be coming. Probably maybe not this generation, but like it's one of the best looking games, if not the best looking game. But once again, we're gonna have to wait and see, a little bit as far as like, is it gonna hold up? And I love the fact that they came out and said, hey, this is gonna be around the same length as the first one, so
Right.
we don't have to speculate. This is gonna be a 20-hour game. This is gonna be 15 hour. No, they around the same. So you're looking at 8 to 10, maybe 12 hours, if that. And it's a $50 game.
My
game.
only gripe is that it's digital. That's my only gripe, because I would love to get a physical copy of it.
And see, that's another thing. But it's a possibility they might do that. But Alan Wake 2 was like that last year. They did. Alan Wake 2 was just only digital. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of folks are moving towards that. And me personally, I don't have a problem with it. But I still say you need to release a physical copy. Even if you don't do it, you don't drop it right then. Maybe go do a physical copy. Have a physical copy come out like 6 months later or whatever the case may be, man. But I really, really hope Hellblade does well. I hope Avowed does well, because I was interested in Avowed. I wasn't interested in Indiana Jones until I saw the gameplay, and I'm not big on first person, and I knew it was going to be first person, or I had a feeling that it was going to probably be first person because of the studio that does it, or they did it, and they're the same studio that did Wolfenstein, and Wolfenstein is actually a pretty good game. Like
It is absolutely.
First two, whatever, the first New Order and the Nuclear, whatever it was, those two are pretty good. And so I figured it was kind of gonna be first person, but I like the fact they're doing first person, and you're gonna have some third person aspects where if you're climbing up the wall or a rope or climbing up a ladder, it zooms out in the third person. So,
and then they got the GOAT Troy Baker. They got the GOAT voice in him. They got the GOAT.
Yes, and he looks like a young Harrison Ford. He looks like Indy. And Troy Baker sounded like Indy. So I'm all that watching that. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna play this game day one. I might even have to pick. I might even not wait for it. I might not buy. I might just buy it and not wait for it on Game Pass because it looks good and I want to support them. Because I'm more than likely Hellblade. I'm still like, it looks good. I didn't play the first one, so I'm like, I'm gonna play the second one. But I definitely plan on like Avowed. That's something I'm probably gonna play because like it's from Obsidian, and I know Obsidian they make good games.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm gonna be playing that. But yeah.
Yeah, I just think they definitely could have handled this a lot better. Like it felt like it was a backtrack or whatever. And I mean, like if it's true, congratulations to the 34 million Game Pass subscribers. Congratulations to that. That's dope. That's fire. But I just y'all built all this stuff up just to say, hey, we're only going to get rid of 4 games, or not get rid of, only move 4 games. It's like just the chaos, the nonsense. It's like, but I am happy that Xbox is not going anywhere. I'd have felt kind of salty, buying my Xbox last year, and I'm like, dang, I bought it for what? Like,
and that's why I say it, man. They gotta have those unique experiences on their console, and hopefully we'll be able to get those once we'll start getting those more consistently. Starting this year with as far as the games and stuff that's going to be coming out, man. But like I said, depending on how well those 4 games sell or move on other platforms, they still may turn around a year from now and be like, you know what? We're going to put these on, we're going to move Starfield to play Starfield going to PlayStation or Starfield going to whatever this console, So once again, depending on how well they sell. So we just have to wait.
Like I said, man, you go ahead and bring over Gears. That's something I definitely support. And see, y'all can have Halo. Halo's okay. Y'all can have Halo, but bring over Gears because PlayStation is lacking in, first person narrative driven shooters, bro. Like, where the hell's Resistance at? Where the hell is Killzone at? Like, I know we had Killzone, what is it, Shadowfall? That was my least favorite one, but I'm like, where the hell's the other stuff at, man? Come on now.
Listen, if they would have said, hey, we're gonna put like the studios that were already like Bethesda stuff, ABK stuff, all that stuff will be going on all consoles, but we're gonna keep all our original first party stuff. So I might have even been cool with that because that means Gears is still gonna stay on Xbox or whatever the case may be. Halo will stay on, even though Halo has kind of diminished in my eyes.
Oh, I agree. Again, this is I'm newer to it. Because I played Halo, the entire franchise, except for the strategy ones. Yeah. Like, ODST was my favorite, and Reach was my favorite. Those two are my favorite. The other ones are good, but I'm like, I can see why it's fire. But yeah, Halo after Bungie bounced and 343 took over, I'm like,
they haven't been able to get it right. Like it'll be the campaign to be good, the multiplayer will suck. Multiplayer will be good, the campaign will suck. Like it's been so just inconsistent, man. So hopefully they get that fixed. I know people were speculating on Gears. Hopefully this year we get a Gears remaster of the first 3 games or something like that. Like I would love that. Bring those games up, better graphics. Like I think that would sell for a lot of folks, man. Gears.
I thought they already remastered the first one.
The first one, but like the first 3 games, because you know in that trilogy is 3.
Okay, yeah.
Like you know, Gears 1, 2, and 3, and then maybe add Judgment in or whatever the case may be. But let people have have that experience and update. Like that's something they can remaster and bring in. People would be like a Gears collection, People would buy that. I would buy that. Me personally, but
I want Gears 6, man. I want to see what's going on with Gears 6.
Listen, I'm waiting on them to do that.
I ain't ashamed to say it. I saved the brother. I let Baby Phoenix go. I don't care. And I did it on Black History Month. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, listen, I don't care much about you, man, but I gotta save the brother. I'm sorry. He'll be all right.
Hey, I completely understand, man. Completely understand, but
just being honest with you. I pushed the button by mistake. It wasn't on purpose. I couldn't go back and redo it. Oops.
Hey, it'll be all right.
Facts.
Marks will be all right.
He'll be all right. Walk it off. Oh, what would be fire? I would love to see a prequel that led to Marcus getting in prison. Like what he did to be in prison. That's what I want to see so bad, bro. Like,
bro, listen, it's so many scenarios, and they can definitely do that. Once they finish this story, they can do a spinoff, maybe have some actually create a story with a good story spinoff where it has some new characters or something, or do a prequel series. I think a prequel would be dope.
Absolutely.
Somebody's like we was talking about Halo. What could they do in Halo that you don't necessarily have to feature that doesn't have to have Master Chief in it? And somebody mentioned a horror game with the Flood. So do like a Flood horror game and have Master Chief. Instead of having Master Chief, you'll have like the people from the ODST people, like those people. Instead of having Master Chief, you'll have those guys,
regular Marines.
Yes, have them have to face off against the Flood, and it's like a survival horror where you have to escape. Man, I think that'll be dope.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'll rock with that.
Yeah. So it's stories there. It's just having the right writers and stuff like that in the gaming in that space. You have the right writers to put it together, man. So
facts. Final thoughts.
As far as overall, man, I said I personally said it last when everybody was losing their mind. I said, hey, y'all just chill out and wait. Chill and wait. You got folks, like I said, losing their shit, selling their Xbox, all that stuff, and thinking Xbox was over, man. Wait until we figure, they're gonna speak about it. Now, granted, I hate that Xbox is so reactive to stuff and waited so long, but they came out and confirmed what they was gonna confirm and said everything, the 4 games that were going, like, bro, just we got to learn to chill, man. As far as just in gamers and the whole chaos, how everything erupted, people got to learn to chill out. Just chill,
right?
Wait and see. Let's wait and see. That's all I got to say. But that's just my thing. Overall, I'm just glad it's over. I'm glad everything's kind of starting to settle down now, back on the internet for right now. But some else will come out in a week or so. So, man.
All I'm saying, you grown ass man, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all should be ashamed of how y'all was acting. All this gray in the beard. Y'all got wives, y'all got children, and y'all act like this, talking about some Phil betrayed me and messaging him, tagging. Phil is not your friend. Sarah Bond is not your friend. Stop simping. Matt Booty is not your friend. They don't care. I mean, they care about y'all in terms of like giving you the services, but they don't care about y'all like that. Like they ain't about to chop it up with you. Just chill. Like stop. It's so weird how like it's almost like a cult. Like chill. Stop. Just chill, bro. Just enjoy y'all games, because like I said, I know since I got my Xbox, I've been enjoying it. Like I said, I went out and bought a new controller because I think they got way better controller options than PlayStation in terms of customability and whatnot, how it looks. But yeah, I hope Xbox does step up and drop some bangers. Because right now I don't even think Xbox. I don't think PlayStation is competing with Xbox. I think PlayStation is competing with PlayStation. I think Insomniac is competing with Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog's competing with Gorilla. You know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like
I can definitely,
which is fine. Which is fine. I'm cool with that. But I mean, I want Xbox to be like, yo, we still here. Let me show you what we got. Like, give me like, stop and just. I'm sorry, man. I know I'm about to make people upset. Stop releasing games day and date on Game Pass. Just stop.
Hey,
Get people to buy these games. Drop that 60. Drop that 70. Matter of fact, you can make your game $60, and that can be more competitive right there instead of the full 70.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
It's so many options, man. Like I said, it's once again so much they can do, so much they can help with their revenue. And granted, I know supposedly Game Pass is bringing in revenue because according to the earnings call, it's bringing in revenue. Game Pass is bringing in revenue. However, you can still have more revenue if you want to do it like that, and stop dropping your big AAA games day and date. Like a lot of people worked on those games. Let's stop dropping those AAA titles day and date. But yeah. So what we got next?
Actually, that is actually the end of it. Gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Yes,
First
sir.
podcast in the books. Unfortunately, we did not have our other two members with us, but it is what it is. Hopefully, they will join us in the next podcast. Thank y'all so much for coming through, man. Again, this is the BAAG Syndicate, Black Anime and Gamers Syndicate. We will have a separate podcast talking about anime and things of that nature as well. Just don't want to get everything too cluttered up. Again, you guys know about Crew Retro Gaming. He gave you his socials, his outro. I'm LVG of LVG Game EXP. Let's Plays on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Discord. And just come check out the video. You feel me? I finally made it to 150 subscribers. You feel me?
Hey.
Yeah, facts. It's a good feeling, man. And y'all, man, just don't be afraid to interact with me. I have no problem chopping it up with y'all about games. Husky, handle your business. Or this way. Husky, handle your business.
Well, like follow me everywhere, man. Come check me out on TikTok. I have a weekly gaming question that I do. You know what I'm saying? I interact, man. Share. Positive vibes only, man. And look, I'm okay with discourse, but not disrespect. So don't come over there playing. Play with your mama. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as well. I'm gonna hopefully start recording some of this content on Twitch. I stream from time to time. That's another game I forgot to mention I've been playing. Sifu. I bought Sifu on Xbox. It was on sale for like $14. So I bought Sifu. Been playing that. I'm actually gonna be streaming some more of it. I played streamed the first 2 levels. Kept getting my ass beat, so I had to start over. But
it's all good. It's fun, bro.
It is. So you can find me at all those places under the Husky Hokage. But yeah, man, that's it. Appreciate y'all for coming.
Most definitely. Again, this is the BAAG Syndicate, y'all. We out. Y'all be safe out there.